Hi, and good evening. Welcome to my Word of Mouth Wednesday series, part of my Positivity Pass It On channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Priscilla Subramanian, and I'm very excited to welcome my special guest this evening, the owner of AZD Apparel, Angel Zhang. Hey, Angel, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Well, I'm really, really happy to hear more about your small business and learn more about sustainable fashion. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
All right, sounds great.
So my first question, Angel, is how would you explain the concept of sustainable fashion?
Great question. I think that sustainable fashion is all about making sure that you are conscious and aware of the footprint that you're leaving on the earth and making a conscious effort to keep what you have and, make sure that you can kind of upcycle or repurpose and look at things in a new light. And I feel like that's kind of what sustainable fashion is all really about.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I've just always had a personal interest in sustainability. For me, recycling has been part of my life for many years. And actually, I have been taking my clothes to H&M since 2014 to recycle my garments if they're not in a state that I can donate them, or if I can take them to a consignment store. So I usually try to find ways to incorporate sustainability in my own life as well. So
yeah, of course. It's definitely just about making sure that, you're giving back or you're taking something back in and making, not always just buying something new. Or if you are buying something new, buying something that you can keep for years and years and keep with you. So,
yeah, and I think too, with kind of getting more involved with sustainability, I just it really was eye-opening when I learned about how much the fashion industry can kind of be a big source of pollution. And I think that's something that I really appreciate, that you're cognizant of, especially as a young entrepreneur. You're already seeing the importance of that. And so I appreciate that so much.
No, thank you so much.
So with that, tell me a little bit more. What are your favorite types of pieces or accessories that you enjoy upcycling?
So I don't really do any jewelry anymore. I used to when I was younger, and I was a lot of, kind of when you're younger and you get like those braiding kits and things and learn how to do like friendship bracelets and stuff. So I used to do a lot of that when I was younger. But I think now it's more of just kind of finding pieces. I take a lot of inspiration from Pinterest because I've been on Pinterest for like, I don't even know, so many years. And I take a lot of inspiration in kind of seeing, I guess, what's in trend and also what I think would look good together. And so like, I actually wanted to show you because I have some pieces that I actually did start to do recently, but this is kind of like a different like color block little jacket that I started to do. And so it's kind of mixing different mediums and different styles and trying to put them together. And I feel like that's kind of like what I like to do is mix different mediums and different elements together and make them cohesive.
Actually, I'm a big, big fan of denim. In fact, I think probably since I was really young, I'd like to put, denim on denim. And I know sometimes that's a fashion trend that comes and goes, but denim is just one of those. And I think that, it does take a lot of water and a lot of things to kind of create a pair of jeans.
For sure.
So that was kind of another thing that was really eye-opening for me when I realized how much water it takes just to create a pair of jeans, a pair of denim. So why not do something like that? So that piece is really good. I really, really like that. What would you probably pair that up with? Would you probably do shorts or like, I know it's summertime now, but what's your vision for that piece?
I definitely think it's probably, especially for right now, since it's so hot outside, I think it would definitely be good to pair it with some shorts or something, maybe even a crop top underneath and just like maybe some boots just to kind of kind of, I guess, put together that like masculine, feminine type energy with it, because the jacket's kind of very like a masculine thing, but adding like the shorts and the crop top is kind of more of that feminine energy. And so I feel like that would kind of really look together.
So it sounds like you kind of like the androgynous style where you're complementing both the feminine and masculine pieces. So that's really cool. I really like that. I think that's really incredible. So, so then my next question then, Angel, is, so what has been some of the most interesting things that you have learned since you have launched your small business?
I've definitely learned a lot about branding and consistency. And I think branding is something where it's just, especially like in marketing yourself, where you really have to put in the effort to in what you're putting out. Really, you have to put in the effort and make sure that what you are creating is representing yourself and representing your brand how you want it to be represented. And then also, I think just making sure that you're consistent, which is something that I'm still working on, but making sure that you're consistent in creating pieces and constantly creating and being creative and in that mindset, so that you can make new things and also have new things to show to other people.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree more. That's really, really interesting. So, well, that's really great. You know, hearing about you know, what sustainable fashion means to you and the types of pieces that you like to upcycle. That's really, really great. I mean, is there anything else about just sustainable fashion that you want to share with us this evening with our audience?
I think that honestly, as long as you're putting in the effort and maybe even going to thrift stores, I know people in thrift stores have become a lot more trendy nowadays. So I definitely think that it should always be a trend and everybody should always just go to a thrift store first, because sometimes you can find a lot of amazing things that you wouldn't even be looking for. And it's not even, it's very inexpensive, and it's just, and you don't even have to, waste the water and waste the kind of energy and the labor that it takes to put in and make new things, where you can always just have older things, and also just older things just have a story anyway. So you're kind of creating a new story with your older pieces. And I feel like as long as you're putting in the energy and the effort to make a difference, or at least think sustainably, then that's all that really counts.
That's really good. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's really good insight, and really appreciate that. So, so how can we support your small business, AZD Apparel, and find you on social media?
So AZD Apparel is on Etsy, Depop, and Instagram, all at AZD Apparel. And if you want to find my personal things, I'm on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. It's all at Angel Z Duong. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. Well, I want to thank you so much for spending part of your evening with me on my Word of Mouth Wednesdays. And I just want to be sure to let our audience know that I am always looking for guests to participate in my broadcasts. So I'm always looking for small businesses, acts of community service, nonprofit organizations, and platforms as well. So if you are interested in connecting with me, I actually just launched a new Instagram account called Positivity Vibe Tribe. So I actually launched this project, Positivity Pass It On, in 2018. So I'm just continuing to build the brand out, and I decided that it was a good time to have its own Instagram account. So Positivity Vibe Tribe is at the bottom. You can see here. If you want to reach out to me, currently on Instagram. And I do hope to expand to other platforms, but I decided that I want to start with Instagram because I really like the community, and it's just a place where I have really seen my project grow over the past 2 years. So that's something that I'm really happy about. So thank you so much, Angel, for joining us this evening. And I want to thank our audience for stopping by as well. You can definitely watch this replay. And if you want to share this link, it will be up on my Positivity Pass It On channel on YouTube very shortly. So feel free to share the love. And everybody just stay positive and hopeful, and keep being optimistic. And thank you all so much for joining.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.
Yes.